Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So, uh, good Sunday morning to you, Corey.
Good day, great moment.
Yes, Sunday Stew Pot episode 170. We're here live Sunday morning. Thank you for joining us. We appreciate you. Hey, click on the link to the description of the show, and you will see that alldatbutter.com, the sponsor of the show, promo code STEW, STEW, the number 15, STEW15 for 15% off your order for beard butter, body butter, and hair butter. Great products, great company. Check them out. Thank you. I am Lou Marconi at L Marconi251 on Instagram and L Marconi 1973X. My friend, co-host, and hetero partner at Corey Castle everywhere. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
So you were telling me before the show that you went to a gym yesterday.
Yeah. Yeah, man. It
All
was
right.
really awesome. 'Cause it's like 24, it's one of those like 24 hour like you put a key code in and then you can just walk in, and it was just all old like 80s 90s iron. Like, this gym has been around forever, and there's been lots of
Right.
wrestlers have gone by there. I guess when WWE comes to town, I mean, we're probably 5 minutes from the Philly International Airport. We're probably
Okay.
like
The
we're
gym.
probably like yeah, we're probably like 15 minutes from like the Spectrums and or the stadium. It used to be called the Spectrum, but like
Yeah.
the all the T-Mobile Arena and all the Lincoln Financial Field, like where
Right.
WrestleMania 40 was, or where the Eagles play.
Yeah. Where the
Yeah.
Eagles play. That's cool. Well, no,
Yeah.
I was gonna say too. We have some wrestling stuff to talk about. Dark Side of the Ring, recent episode of the Renegade. You didn't get a chance to see it. I watched it. Plus, I did a little bit farther. I watched two of his matches just to kind of assess what kind of wrestler, or we want to say worker, he was.
Mhm.
And there's a lot to be said about that. So we'll talk about that, and we'll preview the next Tuesday night's episode about Paul Orndorff, which kind of
Okay.
ties in because one of the matches I watched was Orndorff against Renegade.
Okay.
So yeah, Rick Wilson was his name. So, but yeah, yesterday you could see if I look a little bit darker to you, I got some sun. I was at the training camp for the
Oh,
Browns. I
nice.
got to hang out. Yeah, I got to hang out with
Cool.
people I know in the Cleveland sports media and people I know, the podcasters and stuff. So I talked with them.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. So I mean, hey, next week's the first preseason game. It's like the summer's just flying by. My girl starts school on the 18th. So
Oh,
yeah.
also, going into that, I have to, I guess, mention I wasn't planning on mentioning it because it's not. I'm not really somebody who like does announcements or whatever, but um,
Okay.
the Monday Night Room is only going till the end of August because the football season's starting in September and they don't want to do weekly Monday Night Rooms anymore. So,
Yeah, because they don't
right.
want to go up against Monday Night Football. Right.
Well, I mean, not just that. There's a few other reasons. So we're gonna. Uh, it's not getting completely like cut all the way off, but it's just gonna be not weekly anymore. So it'll probably be every other week or something, just to make it more special. Because when you run a weekly room,
Mm-hmm.
like, sometimes the attendance will be very sparse because people will be like, oh, whatever, I'll go back next week, something like that. So it's, unless it like catches, it's hard to build the momentum of like a weekly comedy room. But
Right.
it's
Right.
it's cool because I'll have the last Wednesday's comedy, and then I'll have whatever comes next. Because now I guess we're considering it season one of Monday Night Raw at Dolan's
Okay.
will end will end in August,
Yeah.
end
Okay.
of August.
And I think this episode, because we're not going to be talking about a lot, but we'll be talking. I mean, because just talking about the dark side of the ring and just kind of getting the. I don't think we're going to go that long today.
We're gonna sabida.
Yes, whatever the hell that means.
Oh, that's something they say in the South for when you're calling it on the fly, and you don't you don't have a plan for the next move, and you're just doing filler. That's we're gonna do a sabida.
Flying by the seat of our pants.
Call in the ring, brother.
Call it in the ring. That's what we're gonna do. All right. So last week's Dark Side of the Ring. Well, Renegade. I got to tell you, my thought about this season. This season of Dark Side of the Ring's been done very well so far, and that was actually a good episode because I knew nothing about the Renegade as a person. So he was put in a position to he had the look that they were looking for and what they were trying to do, and he fit it. Right. And he got put into a position that was completely unfair. It was for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to watch it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can. I mean, it's available.
Watch it. Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Well, the thing was, his ex-wife was on there, and I was going to ask you about part of it, but I'll bring it up because I watched it with Christine. I watched it with my wife, and his ex-wife, you could tell she still loved him, and she said something like, "Look, he was a person. He had a heart. He had feelings. He wanted to be a wrestler. He was living his dream. All of us, at some point in time, were living that dream, that we're in the business. So he had a chance to do it. And he had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and it soured on him because the fans didn't buy him. I mean, he just didn't have the ability to pull off the gimmick, and it wasn't even fair to put him in that position. There was an interview. I caught a couple interviews. They had one with Tony Schiavone talking about it. Like when Renegade went over, he went over Arn Anderson for the TV title.
Wow.
At Great American Bash. And Tony Schiavone just did this when talking about it. He was just like who booked this? It was like, ugh, God, that was painful. And they're trying to get him over. They're trying to push this guy. Then he goes over Paul Orndorff at Clash of the Champions.
Right.
Which is like, oh my God. I mean, he was terrible. He was not that good. He wasn't any good, but go ahead.
So, I mean, I just looked it up, like, and I'm gonna watch it after we get done recording. But yeah, I'm psyched to see the Paul Orndorff one. I've always been fascinated with his story.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm excited to see. It's like I totally agree with what you said on this season. The season's been really good so far. I have watched every one of them. There's a couple seasons go by when you're like, let's talk about this one, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I didn't see that one or whatever. You know what I mean? Like it's been kind of cool. Every episode has been pretty rad.
Yeah, it has been. I was going to say this too. I guess there's a little background on Rick, was that he wanted to be a wrestler, and I guess he was a male exotic dancer for a little bit, and his I guess he went to a wrestling school. He wasn't trained by Kowalski, but he went there. Somebody else was training him, and he happened to be on a spot in an independent show, and he looked just like the Ultimate Warrior, and they passed him off as like his brother or something on the independent show, and somebody at WCW saw that and said, all right, we can't get Warrior, let's get this guy and have him be the Renegade, and it was a knockoff. Which there was one thing that Arn Anderson said about Hogan, because he was like Hogan's wingman to start, which is like an amazing spot to be given when you're that inexperienced, was that Hogan pretty much abandon him when he was no longer useful and he wasn't over. So,
I mean, surprising.
no. Now you saying that as Hogan is as his personal character, or just the way the business is?
The way it's kind of a half a dozen of some and six of the other. It's it's like when you're the top guy and you try to put your stamp on a person and they're not living up to the thing, you're like, all right, bro, you go sink over there, kind of
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
I don't need any more of your stink on me. I've already lent you enough of my credibility.
And that pretty much did. And the fans weren't going to buy this guy. They should have known that. They weren't going to buy it. I mean, they're not
Right.
stupid. They're not. There was
I
almost
they are, but not all the way.
no. Okay, fans might be stupid, but they're
Right.
not. But they're not retarded.
Yeah. Well, there's that.
It's just. I mean, it might be stupid, but they're just not. They're not that stupid. I mean, they're not that. They're not going to put up with that. You were insulting them. You were almost insulting them with that gimmick. So, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Well, I mean, the it's not like it helped the ratings in any way. It didn't move the needle in any way to have a fake Ultimate Warrior. It just made people talk more about how they thought they replaced the Warrior because the original died. It just added to the folklore of the the manufactured dumb idea, the Mandela effect.
And they pretty much buried him after he was no longer over. That Jimmy Hart wiped the paint off his face, called him Rick. You're no longer Renegade. You're nothing. And they kept him around as enhancement pretty much.
Right.
And his wife, his ex-wife, was even saying that he lost his physique. He really wasn't trying. They put him in a tag team with Joey Gomez. And Joey Gomez himself even said, like, we didn't take it seriously, what we were doing. And I was saying this, and Christine I said, look, when you have that spot and you have that opportunity, you got to fight to keep your spot.
Right.
And that means showing up in shape, learning what you can, getting better every day, working hard, showing the company that you're working hard and you're trying to get over. And he was doing what he was hired to do. He was, but I guess it was so disheartening for him to have be pushed so far so fast and then be pulled back so quickly as well. It came, it was like a flash in the pan type of thing, and it really hurt his psyche and hurt him. So, but you do. I mean, seriously, there's always somebody trying to take your spot in wrestling. That's just that's the way the business is. So you have to fight to keep your spot.
I mean, especially in the '90s, like there was, that was like the beginning of guaranteed money back then, and that was like the beginning of like there's a whole lot that changed in the wrestling business during the '90s as compared to like right before that. It stopped being, but it also like wrestling was going through a change at that time, I think.
It was
And during the Monday Night Wars and all the WCW, WWF stuff.
Yeah, I think too. I was just gonna make the point. Here comes the train. Go ahead if you want to mute while I talk. I was going to say. The Rick Wilson, like I said, he was a human being. He had the opportunity, and he could have taken advantage of it better. At the same time, he got wrapped up into partying, drinking, drugs, and it was his downfall, and it was a shame what happened to him because he unalived himself, and he was only 33. Now that I wanted to talk about because I don't know the details of what exactly happened, and you didn't see the episode, but even my wife was like, "Yeah, this seems suspicious." She said this seems suspicious because she was there. His girlfriend at the time was there. His ex-wife wasn't, and it was one of those. She was there. He took the gun from her, and then he shot him. He unalived himself, and that's I guess that's I'm sure there was an investigation and they looked into it, but it just seemed very suspicious to me, very suspicious. So I'm not accusing anybody of anything. Now they tried to get that girlfriend to come on the show and she refused. Okay. She also showed up at the funeral in high heels and a very short skirt, and she was a stripper. So she was dressed like a stripper. So
well, he was the one too. So
yeah. And I guess she was just somebody that was there, and then the funeral happened, and that was it. And they said he could have. I mean, his ex-wife was hoping they would get back together at some point in time, because I guess shortly before that they were talking, and maybe they're going to possibly reconcile, because you could tell by the way she talked about him that she still loved him. So, and it was tough. It was tough for him. But like I said, that whole thing did seem suspicious to me. It did, the way he died and everything. But anyway, let me go ahead and pull up the trailer for the Orndorff.
Yeah, Mr. Oneederful.
What's that?
Mr. Oneederful.
Yeah, Oneederful. Let me go ahead and play this.
He was the closest thing to Superman without the cape.
He saw his body as a temple. That was his paycheck.
Paul was a rock star.
It was hard to watch him physically deteriorate. In 2005, I noticed a decline in his memory.
You could tell it was Paul, but Paul wasn't there anymore.
It broke my heart then, and it breaks my heart now.
I didn't know what to do. He needed care, and that was the first time I called Adult Protection Services.
Dark Side of the Ring, new episode Tuesday at 9 on Vice.
He was the closest.
Yep, they're repeating it.
Adult Protection Services.
Yep.
That's like a mental health facility, like a rehab place, right? Yeah.
He mentally his capacity went. I remember he had the nerve damage in his right arm.
Yeah, he was all atrophied. His right arm was way skinnier than his left arm.
Yeah, you could just. And when I watched that match, when I watched the two matches, because I watched Paul Orndorff's match with Renegade at the Clash of the Champions, you could see it. It was subtle, but you could see it then, and that was '95.
Right.
So, the Arn Anderson match too was it was 9 minutes, and they said what they could have done to get him over and push him was have him go over guys in 2 minutes for a while working with him to get him over and to cover up, but they weren't doing that. So WCW really didn't think straight about that. Right. Tying it into Orndorff told Arn Anderson after that match, because brother, that was the shits. Right. It was terrible.
Yeah.
It was heartbreaking. Did you hear about this story about Orndorff too? And I wonder if it's going to be in Dark Side. You remember when he did that big heel turn and he turned on Hogan, and he did that run with Hogan, where they drew 74,000 people in Toronto.
I mean, I heard of it, but I don't remember it. Yeah,
that was 86.
I was a child.
Were 3. Yeah, you were what? I was 13. Well, I remember that, and I remember hearing the story is that he injured himself while lifting weights, his arm, and he needed time off. But back then, if you took time off, back then if you took your time off, you lost your spot. And he said, tape it up and get out there. That's what he did. And it eventually caused his right arm to atrophy and ended his career, but he made his money when he could. So you make your money when you can. You're doing that run with Hogan, and you're drawing people, because Orndorff was a better draw as a heel than he was as a babyface. I mean, I'm sure if he was here alive still, he would agree with me.
I mean, he was a better performer as a heel.
Yeah.
I mean,
was
from
an
what I
amazing-
remember, as a babyface, and everybody, I think babyfaces are boring, like most of the time. It's just
Most
kind
of
of
the
the
time,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Well, I was told this by Al Snow and other people, Tommy Dreamer too, was the key to being a good babyface in wrestling is selling, and to sell with your face up and let people see you, see that, so that way the crowd will get behind you, and they'll come on, you know, they want you to, that's the heat, so they want. So that was what I was told. And if you remember what made Hulk Hogan in his day such a really good babyface, he could sell. He was a big guy that could sell. And the crowd bought into what he was doing. So.
and you know, the skullet didn't hurt at all either with the when he would get his skullet shaking around, the
the hair and everything, the skullet.
Yeah.
Yes, and he'd start shaking. Well, people I'll never forget, it was the second WrestleMania, and they did the whole angle with King Kong Bundy, and he's in that big blue cage and everything, and King Kong Bundy hit him with that avalanche. Instead of Hogan selling, he made that face. He started hulking up, and the audience just erupted. Like they knew this is it. They saw it. He's coming in. Then he hulked out and slammed him, and got out of the dropped the leg and left the cage and everything. So, but yeah, that's what the key to being a good babyface is selling. And I mean that's just this is more of a wrestling episode. If you notice this of the Sunday Stew Pot. And you're yawning on me. Come on, wake up.
Well,
man. Get some coffee.
I stayed up super late last night.
Yeah, we got to do a show in the morning, and you stay up late, and you don't watch the show.
Well,
You don't watch the show.
I botched it.
You're
making the botchamania.
Yeah. So speaking of botching, you want to do some jokes and then take this home because we'll have about a 25-minute show.
Sure.
I have one, but I don't know, man. Did I do this one yesterday or last week? The escalator? Did I do an escalator joke last week? Do you remember that?
I don't remember if you did it, but I think I did just watch another YouTube or another TikTok where a guy made a joke about an escalator.
Was it what's faster than an escalator?
No.
An Escasooner?
It does sound like something I've heard you say before, but I don't know.
Well, it's a joke now. It's one of my jokes. I mean, I could do my darker humor if you want.
Dark side of the jokes.
Dark side of the jokes. Yes, Corey. My humor is so dark that fat white women. It's so dark that fat white women want to have babies with it. There you go.
Yeah.
I almost talked over the setup. Well, it's another thing. Is it racist to say that you have black people in your family tree and they're still hanging from it?
Yes.
Yes. All right, you go ahead. You tell the joke, and I'll hit the music, and we'll take it home.
Why did the orchestra get struck by lightning?
Why?
Because they had a conductor.
Yes, they did. Suggestion. Suggestion. Did you want to call the show Dark Side of the Jokes?
Yes, sure. Let's do it.
And just have like a thumbnail of like a very obese person on a scooter in Walmart.
Like the dark side of the moon, but it's actually like a like a person, like a overweight person on a zippy scooter.
Yes. All right. Does that mean the show's over?
That definitely means the show's over.
Show's over.
Show's over.